here. I think it's time for an OPP. So this is April 2nd, 2020, and I didn't do one for March. So this is like March, April 2020. Wally's wanting to play bally today, so you're gonna hear him talking to me to throw the ball and stuff, so sorry about that, but it is what it is. Some of these projects were done before all of this virus stuff started, and some of these projects are what people have done while they're staying home trying to stop the spread. So let's take a look and see what people are doing. This first project is from Frank Jenkins, also known as Pops. He made this United States flag. He's calling it Emma's Hugs, and what he said is Emma's Hugs is an organization that raises money for people in the Houston, Texas area that have to stay at a hospital, and it actually pays their parking. And so, it's expensive to stay in the hospital with family members, and they just pay the parking bill, which is a little bit, but actually can be very helpful. And so he did a donation to them for a fundraiser with this flag. So very cool, Pops. He says the flag is made from 2x4 material. He used navy blue and crimson red tintable stains. He used a 1/2 inch diameter V-groove bit to cut out those stars. Wow. He used a 1/4 inch spiral upcut bit to cut places where the other bits wouldn't fit. And then he put it all on a backer, and there it is. He gave me some links to his Facebook page and his Instagram account, and I'll put those down below. And his webpage too. So thanks for sharing that with us, Pops. This next project is from Jim Merrow. It's an Intarsia fish, and the pattern is by Judy Gale Roberts. This fish is one that's done during Judy's beginning Intarsia classes, and Jim did one for his class, which he sent me a picture of, which I can't find, Jim. And then he sent me this one, which he made after the class, and he switched up the wood a little bit. He used blue pine, which we can see that, and western red cedar. And for the eye, he used aspen, Peruvian walnut, and holly. And that eye is not a dowel. He actually cut that out with his scroll saw. So way to go, Jim. And I love these big fish. I've seen them before with Judy's classes, and I just love them. So thanks for sharing that, Jim. This next project is from Tuttle, and he said he found this pattern in a scroll saw group he's a part of, and he thought, well, it'd be neat to take it and router it. So he routed it out, and he said that the hair is a combination of yellow and white acrylic paint. So thanks for sharing that, Kurt. This next project is a mermaid by Ron Ostermecki, and he is calling her Ethel. He said he's been hanging on to this mermaid pattern since I made it way back a couple of years ago, and the lines are really thick, and he didn't like that about the pattern, which I understand. And so what he said was he cut right down the center of that thick line. He said all the pieces just fit right together. So very cool, Ron. He used lace wood for the fish part, and man, that looks so good. It looks like scales. I love it. Then he also used walnut, babinga, poplar, and alder. So wow, Ron, thanks for sharing that with us. These next couple of projects are from Debbie Cooper, and she said these are projects she's done during self-isolation. So way to go, Debbie, finding stuff to do. And she's using her cutoffs, which is so cool. This first piece is an Intarsia panda she's done. And then this heart, which she said she found somebody else had done this, so she did it too. And then she has these freestyle pieces from her cutoffs. And I think those are pretty cool, Debbie. So thanks for sharing those with us, and I'm glad you're finding something cool to do while you're in self-isolation like all the rest of us. This next project is from Mellanie Boone, and it's really cool because she said her workday was really short, so she got home and decided to whittle a rooster. And this is what she has. This is what she made from it. She said she's going to paint it and everything, but I think it looks cool just like that. And I just whittled a rooster? I think it looks good, Mel. She also has this owl that she's been working on and hasn't finished yet because it's bald in the back, and she's thinking of doing some wood burning on that. So thanks for sharing those, Mel. Carve away. This last project is from Phill Gavin, and it's a bandsaw box that he made from David Picciuto's Bandsaw Box book, and it's called the Myelin Bandsaw Box. He said he used scraps of oak flooring for this, which is very cool. And the core of it is mahogany. And the drawers are made of beech, and the handle is wengi, or wengi, or wenge. What did we figure out we were going to call that? Anyway, it's that wood. And the inside is flocked with black flocking. He said he made the feet out of walnut, and he made them a little bit bigger than the plan because he didn't want to waste a bunch of walnut. He just used what he had, and I think it looks great. He put 2 coats of beeswax on it and finished it off with some shellac, and I think it looks great, Phill. Thanks for sharing that with us. Okay, I'm just having Wally join us for a second here. So that's the end of this episode of OPP. Thanks for joining me, everybody. If you want to send me a project to share, then just send me an email or a Facebook message. Like I keep saying, email is better because I lose Facebook messages sometimes, and it gets so confusing because they have Messenger and they have, come here friend. They have Messenger and they have, I don't know, there's so many different Facebook inboxes that I get them lost. But I can find them sometimes, so if you really have to do it through Facebook, that's okay. If you don't hear back from me, please send me a message or an email and say, hey, I sent something for OPP, but I haven't heard from you. So with that too, if you send me an email, if you don't hear back from me, then please email me again saying, hey, did you get my project? And when you email me, please put in the heading OPP somewhere that you'd like it to be shared on OPP. All right, well, everybody have a great April while you're staying at home and being safe. And we will see you next time. Bye! Wally can't get the Bolly. Oh, Wally. Poor puppy. There you go, Ron.